get all our loot up, and I have a ton of loot. And lately, I've been noticing instances if you just vendor all the items in an instance, you get a pretty decent amount of gold. I think it's something like 140 gold per instance run. So it's definitely a lot of gold. All right, send him off. Kill the main dude over there. Let's drop our death and decay right away. Pretty easy. Like I said, tilde equals numpad 1. What? Death with this guy. Just gonna focus on these big smurfs here, and then we'll kill the other ones eventually. Now, if you've ever multi-boxed and you've done interact with target, you'll probably know that the way interact with target works is it moves your character to the position of where the target was at the time that you hit the key. And if that target is no longer alive or no longer there, it can make your dude run around a whole bunch. So the key to using interact with target is to understand this and to interact with target and use your your master command. Use that constantly. So a lot of times when I actually hit interact with target, I'm actually hitting interact with target and then a split second later telling all my dudes to follow my my Paladin. That way they don't run off. It's actually a really good way to line yourself up. So it enables them to get near the target, but then enables them to instantly follow your Paladin and then go back to attacking the target, all in just a split second. You're not losing any DPS time or anything. You're making things go a lot faster by immediately having your DKs in front of the actual target that you're trying to pwn. Alright, now for the boss, this guy should be pretty easy. It's pretty much a spank fight. So we're going to set the target. You know, all my guys now have anomalous, and now we're going to go interact with the target, and we might as well drop a little bit of that, and hit a little bit of this. This. Now look at all the debuffs we got on this target now. Look at this. Death and Decays is just about expired. All of our diseases, so our hard strikes do extra damage. Oh, we gotta pop the pets. The pets are amazing for the Death Knights. Just extra DPS that they do without having to put too much effort into it. Let's kill this Rift. And the pets automatically jump towards the rift too, which is kind of nice. And they go to the back of the target, which is kind of interesting. As you can see, the DKs are pretty much self-healing themselves. I think I healed the DK once, and that was just now. Otherwise, the DKs are owning it. All on their own. Definitely, the DKs could kill this boss without any healer help. Which is the fun part of having all your Death Knights being blood spec. Yeah, people keep on talking about the old team that I did, which was the first team that I broadcasted on Justin TV, the 4 Hunters and 1 Priest. I think the reason why a lot of people like that is it's such a team where you can do so many different things. The opportunities, I mean, just the 4 tank pets that you get with the Hunter, it's just, the world becomes open to you. Find one of these for loot. I really like that team. They're a lot of fun in Battlegrounds too. Alright, let's send them in. Get them, boys. Oops, maybe around two. Start with a little Death and Decay. Death grip this dude. easy. Alright, so we've done the mage boss. We've done Anomalous. How can we say his name? And now it's time to do that big rock dude, right? Oh, let's grab these guys. I love Death Grip. It's so sweet. It's such an easy way to get aggro. Grab all the dudes, bring them in. Oh, get those, get those, get those, get those. You got him. So for healing, I'm just moving my mouse over heal box and casting heals while I roll my face over the 3 button. And the 3 button on my, which is right at the top here, you see 1, 2, 3. The 3 button is what tells my DKs, if you notice over there, they've got a little, looks like a blood strike looking thing, or a death strike looking thing. All my DKs have a macro, and the macro is their DPS rotation. In fact, all I'm doing is I'm hitting 1 button on my DKs. 100% of their damage, except death and decay, I suppose. Their damage comes from an actual macro. And that macro is me hitting the 3 button. That's all I do. Super easy. And also judgment here on my Paladin. So whenever I hit the 3 key, my Paladin also judgments. Gives him Judgment of Cure. It also heals him, and it what does it do? It heals him and gives him haste. So it's pretty awesome. I think it does damage too, doesn't it? That's enough for them to kill. Like all my dudes run around in circles here. These things are so annoying, how they slow you down and everything. Yeah, when these Paladins, when these DKs hit, it's hard hitting hits. Loot, and we're gonna put up our bone shield to our Horn of Winter and keep on going. Might as well kill this with some of our aggro it with some of our extra focus that we have laying around. What's nice about the Pally is because of Holy Shock, essentially I'm just clicking buttons. Just clicking the left mouse button for an instant heal on my heal bot. It works out really, really well. Crap, I'm not gonna be able to hit him. Alright, well we're a little far away to Death Knight, or Death Grip the mobs, so we're just gonna chew around with these guys. Get them all? Blow our horn again, hit our bone stuff, and just gonna drop our death. Make sure that they're range into the and there we go. All right, here we go. Boss number 3, the rock dude. Put all of our dots on this guy. Breed. We're gonna back up a little bit in case we need to do our AoE deal. Right about now. And that's that. I keep on getting this weapon. This arm blade. Got it right here. I think I sold it. I think every time we run here, we get that. So all in all, still pretty easy. Cruising along. We had one DK die on a spot that, for some reason, I always lose one of my guys on. Let's see if we can't get this guy. Get him. Oh, he gets this guy instead. Get him in here. We've got 2 pulls here. Pretty easy. We'll back up our pally a little bit so you guys can see what it looks like from a little bit of a distance. Now, again, my Death Knights, they all do wound tap. So they heal considerable amounts through their own standard DPS rotation, and then their death strikes as well. I don't really do diseases except on bosses, and the reason why I don't do diseases is everything dies so quickly, they're focused down so quickly that a disease doesn't really make sense. I use diseases on bosses because it gives you extra DPS. The extra 30% DPS on a target that has diseases. But other than that, it's just not really needed. So if you wonder why I'm not, oh my god, he's not diseasing, he's not pestilencing or any of that sort of stuff, that's pretty much why. It's not really needed. Except on bosses. Sometimes I do it on those guys, because they're annoying. Get them, boys! So our single target DPS, you can see it gets up to 6,000. Our multi-target DPS can get really, really high. I've seen our DPS get close to 20,000. And that's on a lot of, whoops, I hit this, don't I? A lot of pulls. We're going to put our dudes way up here so they can immediately aggro and DPS that dude. And we're going to blow our horn. We're going to put this mabob. And then I need one more. So we're going to summon our ghouls. And then do it. We're going to play the little jumpy game. You guys know this game. No, I lost one. Okay, maybe not. Whew. We got pretty close. There we go, the Nexus.